Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and today I'm going to show you 40 builds that prove that Animal Crossing's best season is autumn. This is a mix of pure autumnal coziness and also some spooky little builds as well. Thank you so much to all of the Animal Crossing creators that submitted their designs. Don't forget to like and also subscribe, but without further ado, let's get into this. For number one, we have this wonderfully built haunted house by the Z's Island. A haunted house is a must for any Halloween island, but I would avoid entering if you get scared easily. I love the darkness of this build and the contrast with the pops of orange from the pumpkins and the glowing windows is also a nice touch. The layout and design of the build is perfect, and even if you don't want to do a Halloween build, this is great inspiration for any fake buildings. This house definitely has the potential to give you nightmares. Flower fields should not just be a spring build, and Glittering Beans on Instagram has proved that you can do a wonderful, stunning autumnal flower field. I mean, look at those colours. They have been picked so well to match the autumn theme of this island. I also love the addition of the pumpkins. I don't think that's an obvious choice, but it does work really well. If you're in need of a large space filler, definitely consider making a flower field for your island, and after all, they make great photos as well. Back to the spooky side for number 3, and this time we are on Carrot Cake's island, checking out their spooktacular costume shop. Again, this is perfectly executed and I expect nothing less from Carrot Cake. I particularly love the use of wide display cases here to showcase the hats and also get a bit of extra spookiness in there with the bat posters. This honestly is a great build idea, and you could do it as a fake building as demonstrated here, or you could convert Able Sisters into one if you're not confident in making fake buildings. Either way you decide to do it, do not forget to have a good selection of Halloween outfits displayed out front. Autumn is a great time of year to celebrate food, so why not take inspiration from that, like Mac Crossing has done here with their adorable little pie shop. I can almost smell the fresh pastry from here. Delicious. The sign is adorable and I love the use of the simple panel behind the display stand. The colours on this island are just so wonderful, and she has done a great job of incorporating them in this build with a little seating area out front of the home. This is really a superb filler build for any autumn island. What do you need to make pumpkin pies? Obviously, you need pumpkins. There is a million different ways you can make a pumpkin patch, but this one is built, or should I say grown, by Winx Crossing. I love the incorporation of the villager home, and I think what makes farms and pumpkin patches stand out most is by adding in little details, and I think this one demonstrates that really well. Do not forget to add a pumpkin carving spot to your patch if you want something a little extra. In at number 6, we have a stunning castle perspective build with a lookout point. This was created by Lilo Mini, and this build is so well executed. It looks fantastic from the viewpoint that they've created. If you do decide to undertake something like this, be prepared to be patient, as it will definitely take some time to get right. But as you can see, they are well worth it. The castle outline is fabulous, and the trees and the dark outline make it feel as if Count Dracula himself could live there. I really do commend the players that can do this, because it is a talent, that's for sure. If you're looking for more filler builds for your full island, then this is a great one that I feel I don't see enough. This is a cute and cozy flower crown making station by AC_Anberry. Obviously, you can use the in-game flower crowns, but adding in dropped flowers, sewing kits, and I've even seen flower crown custom designs will definitely help make the area feel like an adorable crafting zone. To keep it feeling autumnal, make sure you keep the colour scheme nice and warm, or add in a nice cozy drink like Anne has done. When I think of autumn, I always think of farms, as typically this is a time of year to celebrate harvest, so make sure to add a few different farm areas on your autumn island. One way you could do this is by having a nice big wheat field. I feel like the colour of the wheat is just perfect for autumn, and obviously it's an autumn crop. This really is simple to do. All you have to do is just plant your wheat. I like to do this in lines using the different colours of the dirt, and then you just have to go to town with the farm related items like silos, windmills, or even a tractor. Don't forget the smaller farm items too, like buckets and hand carts, just to add some smaller details. Another very obvious build for any Halloween or kind of eerie island would be a cemetery, and I've seen lots of natural cemeteries that all kind of have an overgrown feel to it, and I absolutely love them as well. But I wanted to showcase this one as it feels just a little bit more elegant, and this one is by the Z's Island. This one has a lovely statue centerpiece, and I love the garden stands with the roses on top and the fencing surrounding the whole area. It just makes it feel a bit more put together. I also love the small spooky additions with the skull, black flowers and the bones in the box. However you decide to do your cemetery, I am sure it will be dead good. There is no better way to celebrate the autumn season than by attending the Autumn Festival. And this one by Makeover, I definitely want to attend. This whole area is really nicely done. It's sunken down, which I love. And I also really love the entrance with the pumpkin face and the fire. That's just a spectacle. There is also a ticket booth and lots of fun stalls and activities because we need all the activities. They have even managed to include some snack stops, including popcorn and desserts. Do not worry if you're after something a bit healthier though, because you can go apple bobbing for a piece of fruit. Trick-or-treating is a huge part of Halloween, and I think it's a really nice touch to incorporate it on your island, whether you be doing a dedicated Halloween island or maybe you're just updating areas. This one is done by Amy Plays, and she's done it lovely. She has used a couple villager homes and decorated their yards perfectly with lots of sweets, perfect for children to collect in their wonderful little costumes. The pumpkins are obligatory, and I love the way they glow at night. And she has used one of my favourite ever Halloween codes. It's the combination of the pillow and the candy spilling out. It's just so adorable. I think autumn towns are one of my favourite kinds of towns, and if you're thinking of working on one or you're currently in the process of doing one, then don't forget to create a lovely autumn square or roundabout area like this. Horriblegaming has done a wonderful job. We all know that she smashes it every single time, so if you haven't already, go and check out her channel. I love the brown gazebo in the centre, and the smattering of pumpkins everywhere is just so adorable. They are perfectly placed in my opinion. The addition of the full coloured home really does complement the path and the trees wonderfully. If you're doing a structured island, then I really think a build like this is a must. Again, I said about it before, but it takes up a good amount of space as well, which is what you want from your builds, right? If you are looking for cozy builds this autumn, then look no further than this super cute rooftop build by ACNH. This is attached onto the back of the museum, which I love. This has definitely got a nice view as well. The rooftop space is really cute. It looks like the perfect area to cozy up with the sofa and the cushions. Obviously, snacks are a must. Then once you've done cozying up under your blanket, you can overlook this wonderful field of bushes and flowers, and there's even a seasonal pumpkin carriage as well. It's just a really nice idea, and this is very, very versatile. If you haven't tried doing a rooftop build, I definitely recommend it. The next build may be a love or a hate for some people, but I think it is very original, and the creator, Carrot Cake, has done a very light-hearted approach in creating Lucky's funeral home. The signage is great. I love the buy one get one free headstones. That's just hilarious. But the actual setup is amazing. The build here that they've done with all the details on top with the stone lions, the wedding organ and the fences is just great. The details down the front are also perfect for this style of build with the flowers, the urn, the headstones, and there's even even a coffin beside the funeral car. This is just all so well thought out and in the nicest way possible. I hope I don't have a reason to visit anytime soon. Okay, I think we need something a little more kid-friendly after that one. Well, look no further than creating a wonderful autumnal playground for your villagers to play in. Horriblegaming has done another wonderful build here, ensuring that there are play toys ready to be played with under the autumn sun. That's just a nice thought, isn't it? One clear way to make anything feel more fall-like is definitely to add plenty of fallen leaves and even a mushroom or a pine cone. And she has done just that here. This is another super versatile build and it can be made as big or as small as you would like. If a child's playground doesn't quite fit with your theme, then why not try an autumn park like ACNH Tansy has done here. This one is definitely more natural and it is really the perfect place to grab your choice of seasonal drink. Mine is definitely a hazelnut latte and then head for a stroll into nature. I love the way she's done the walkway leading into the central area with the fountain and lots of benches. They will definitely come in handy. There is also a good amount of nature here with the dropped items and a nice river flowing close by. This really would be the perfect spot for a Sunday afternoon stroll. So that is your morning sorted. What are you going to do with your full evenings? Well, for number 17, we are heading to a drive-in cinema. Things are starting to get a bit chillier this time of year, so why not watch a film from the comfort of your very own car? Max Crossing has done another fabulous job here of incorporating autumn into this build. With their great path choice, it is just perfect for fall, let's be honest. The simple panels behind the build are also really nice and kind of help make the whole build feel more cohesive and give a great backdrop. Her colour of wood is also great for fall, and basically all of the colours here are perfect for fall. Even the colours of the stool are just wonderful. If you do decide to make a drive-in cinema, do not forget the snacks. They are very, very important. If you're more of a horror film fan and want to settle down and watch a scary film this Halloween, this amazing build will be perfect for you. Carrot Cake has created a cinema showing the fantastic Beetlejuice film, and this structure is just wow. It looks so realistic and I love the addition of the construction curtain things. They are just a great addition to make them look like the screen curtains you would actually see at a cinema. I love that she has gone to town with so many snack options here. There's really something for every tooth here, from popcorn to all of the other drinks. It's just great. There is even a ticket booth, and the walkway to the screen I think is really nice as well. It's just a nice touch. I don't normally see that when you have a cinema. There is plenty of comfortable seating as well, and there is lots of Halloween theming here, which is just amazing. This is just such a good idea, and I love how scaled up it is, because you could have just put a simple projector screen down and called it a day, but no, she's gone to town and I appreciate that. In at number 19, we have a spooky B&B, if you dare to stay here, that is. This idea is by Winx Crossing and I really love it. I think there are definitely plenty of haunted inns throughout the world, so why not have one in Animal Crossing too? For this build idea, I definitely think darker is better, so I really love the exterior that Winx has chosen for this build, and it's kind of dark and old looking, which I feel is just perfection. Then the decor outside is perfect. It's a nice cross between Halloween themed and the kind of garden you would expect to see outside a quaint little B&B in the middle of absolute nowhere. You could take this build in a number of different directions, including using a rep home like we have here, or a villager home, or even make your own fake building. So many options. Okay, for number 20, we are heading back to the farm for a hayride. This is another adorable build by Glittering Beans, and we obviously have the tractor here with some hay behind it, which when you say it, that is really simple, but it is so effective and it looks fabulous. I also love the way that Glittering Beans has incorporated some headstones into the background, so it's like you're getting a Halloween themed tour around the farm. They've put up the decor ready to show all of their visitors. There are lots of custom design signs here that you could definitely choose if you want to explain to people what the build is, but I definitely think it's fairly obvious and definitely an autumn staple build, that's for sure. Whilst we're on the topic of farms, autumn is the season for mushrooms and I am a mushroom lover, so why not incorporate a mushroom farm onto your island? I think this is a great build to experiment with lots of different types of furniture, mix in mushrooms dropped in with the mush furniture itself, because it's definitely feasible that one of your villagers has used some miracle grow to create a giant mushroom on your island. It can happen, it's Animal Crossing, anything is possible. Don't forget to add in little farming details like place shovels, buckets, maybe even a handcart to make it feel a bit more farm-like. But overall, I just think mushroom farms are so cute. In at number 22, we are heading to a place you do not want to get lost in at night. This is a haunted forest and this was created by Lilo Mini. There is definitely an ominous feeling here. I love that she's placed the moon on the secret beach and how it overlooks the whole area. It just adds to that eerie feeling. But what makes this forest really special is the mixture of different tree types, the mushrooms, the vines, and all of the foliage. You may even find a creature or two lurking in the undergrowth. This is your sign to give your forest a Halloween makeover. Are you an art fan? Well, if you are, it is time to become Picasso and paint yourself your very own spooky painting, just like Glittering Beans has done outside of their museum. I don't think there would be a more fitting place for it. It really is perfect. All you have to do is find yourself this lovely frame custom design, then go to town with all of your favorite seasonal items. This is definitely a unique build and I think she has captured the essence of the spooky season perfectly with the ghosts and the scattered pumpkins. But obviously, just like real life art, you have artistic license to do whatever you like with this build. Some of you are going to be big wine fans. Even if you're not, this build is definitely perfect for autumn. The Oakling on Instagram has created a wonderful sunken vineyard here with a stunning tree backdrop. I love that she's used the purple hyacinths and the umbrella custom designs together to really give the idea of grapes growing on their vines. The hedges and the fence in between are a really nice addition as well. If you don't want to make it accessible, this is a great way to do it. It is such a beautiful area, and if you wanted to, you could even add a nice little wine tasting area with lots and lots of barrels. We love a good barrel. In at number 26 is a build I feel we still don't see enough on Animal Crossing islands, and this is a music festival area or like a music performance area. This build was created by Max Crossing and I love this one as they've incorporated their campsite, which does make for the perfect stage, especially for a fall festival with the little flags. It's so cute. I love the way that they've also added in the speakers and the curtains at the rear. This just makes it feel a bit more realistic and a bit more reminiscent of what you would expect from a music stage. And of course, there is some comfy, organised seating for people to sit, relax and listen to the music. Really love this area. How can we talk about Halloween builds and not have a dedicated pumpkin carving area? I love this setup by the Z's Island. There are lots of pumpkins waiting to be carved and some that have already been done. Obviously, we have the knives and the cutting board for those extra little details. Make sure you handle these with care now. The addition of the flags and the confetti make it feel like a true celebration. And I love that they've even thought to include snacks because trust me, gutting those pumpkins is hard work. If you're working on a forever island, or maybe you just don't want to go all out Halloween, but you still want your villagers to be able to celebrate, then giving your neighbourhoods and villager homes a seasonal makeover is a great way to do it. Em's Rain has done a fantastic job of this on her island, and I love the way that they have managed to get so many different ideas here. As well as adding in furniture, I think adding in spooky trees and changing out the flowers for a more seasonal colour palette definitely helps create that spooktacular feeling. The next build is a different kind of house, and this is a castle. Castles can definitely come in all shapes and sizes, but they make a great backdrop to decorate with Halloween related items. This one by Kyrene looks really quite spooky at night time with all of the different statues, and there's even a terrifying little doll, which are honestly the creepiest items in the game. This castle is surrounding resident services, and to the right there is a wonderful courtyard area. Again, this is such a versatile build. You could add a cemetery out front or even lots of overgrown woodland to make it feel like something straight from a horror film. Big castles aren't all that cozy, but this next idea definitely is. ACNH Tansy has taken a standard cafe and given it an upgrade because this is a book cafe. Honestly, there is nothing more wholesome. There is something really cute about cafes that work absolutely perfectly for an autumn island, and this one has great colours, and I love that she has incorporated the villager home, so if you're struggling for ideas for a way to decorate them, definitely consider something like this. I think the stools and the cutout standees just work really nicely here. I will definitely be stopping by to grab a cup of coffee with my favourite book. In at number 31, we have a hay maze. This hay maze made me so mad. I fell into what felt like a million pitfall seeds. I will find a way to seek my revenge, carrot cake. You have been warned. But no, seriously, this is such a great build idea and it's super simple to do. All you need is some fences. You could do it on your beach, just like what's been shown here, or you could find a spot on your island. Once you have your maze mapped out, just add in some treats or tricks if you're feeling a little bit naughty. I know fall is the time of year for Thanksgiving in some parts of the world. As a Brit, this isn't a holiday we celebrate, but I do fully support the opportunity to get together with friends and family and have a big old dinner together. So why not create an outdoor dinner setup? When doing these kinds of builds, I love to mix match tables and chairs, and of course I keep it seasonal with the types of foods and colours that I use. If you want, you can even add a little cooking area, and I've added in a piano for some dinner time entertainment. If you're like me and after dinner you crave a sweet treat, then you might want to head down to Biscuit's very own candy shop. This was created by Carrot Cake and it is wonderful. It really is the perfect place to get all of your Halloween candy. I love the use of the wide display stands, which I know if I saw these in a real shop window, these treats would definitely be drawing me inside. I love the setup of the build with the neon sign on top. That looks really nice, particularly because this island is kind of set at night time, so it gives it that nice glow. Out front there is lots of sweets scattered around, and by the looks of things, some children just couldn't wait until Halloween to enjoy the treats on sale in this shop. Another one of my absolute favourite builds to do on an island is a market, so why not create your very own autumnal market? I really like the way that this one has been created by Makeover. It really is like lovely and quaint and kind of wholesome. The way that it is centered in the hustle and bustle of the town is such a nice touch, and it is just an adorable size. She has selected a great array of seasonal products to sell, and the addition of the bounty arch and the sign is a really nice touch and definitely makes it feel even more autumnal. Number 35 is another absolute autumnal favourite, and this is an apple orchard. You could obviously do any kind of orchard, but apples definitely scream fall to me. Arden Crossing has done a fabulous job here of incorporating a villager home to the orchard and also a little cafe, which I really love to see. I love the idea of them serving up the products. Do not forget to add in those little touches like dropped fruits, a ladder, and I especially love these crate custom designs. There are so many little things that you can do to elevate your orchards. But honestly, they are just so pretty to look at and I really adore them. Just as you are getting all cozy with the autumnal vibes, it's back to the spookiness with this haunted circus created by the Z's Island. Now we have seen a harvest festival, but this is definitely on the creepier end of the spectrum. The colours here are a lot darker and everything is overgrown. to give it a super eerie feeling. I love the colorway that she's chosen for the furniture, and this really does fit the Halloween build brief. There is a healthy smattering of balloons, pumpkins, the occasional skull to capture the combination between Halloween and the circus nicely. I'm not sure I'll be attending this one anytime soon. A little bit too scary for me. Number 37 is the perfect place to feed your pumpkin spice latte addiction, as it is an adorable coffee truck. ACNH Tansy has done a wonderful job in making this area look super adorable. I love the choice of tables with the tablecloth, that's just really nice and a great way to tie in those autumnal custom designs. The shop designs are really nice as well. I can almost smell those coffee beans. This is really a great filler build. If you have a space and you're not sure what to do with, I really highly recommend this, and there are plenty of custom designs out there that would work for this style of build. I've shown you a Halloween neighbourhood. I thought it was only fair to give you some autumn neighbourhood inspiration as well. I really love this neighbourhood design, again by ACNH Tansy. I feel like it is the perfect amount of detail. It's not too over the top. Sometimes simple really is better, and it helps you appreciate those smaller details, like what Tansy has done here with the dog kennel, the lovely trees, the fallen grass and the leaves. It really does help make it feel kind of like a sleek neighborhood. The house exteriors are really nice as well. The colours just pop beautifully against the autumn grass, and I love what she's done with the wheat fields at the back. That's definitely kind of unique and a nice way to back onto the ocean. One of my favourite childhood activities to do in autumn time was blackberry picking. So why not bring a spot of berry picking to your island with your very own berry farm? For this berry farm, I have also included a jam making area, which I just love because you can use all of the jam food items. There is also some wonderful simple panel designs out there with jam displayed on shelves, which is just really adorable. For the berries themselves, I have used pansies, but you could do this with lots of different flowers, or just use some of the bush design umbrellas if you don't want to have to pick your flowers. And finally, at number 40, we have a creepy swamp. This is somewhere I do not want to spend too much time, but Catwings has done a great job of making this feel a little bit creepy by adding in decayed trees and some overgrown elements. I love the contrast with the glowing moss and the other overgrown items she's chosen. They really pop at night, which is just so beautiful. The path custom design is also really nice, and I think there's lots of ways to do a swamp, but definitely underrated as a Halloween build idea because they definitely give me the chills. I don't know about you. So there we have it. There are 40 autumn and Halloween build ideas for your Animal Crossing island. I hope you found these helpful. Let me know in the comments which one was your favourite, and happy fall to everyone. I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye bye.